What's going on, everybody? KJ Wiggums back here on Bucks County on the Struggling Farmer, and we are finishing up a contract on field 25. I did pick up another barley contract. I figured this one was paying out $13. Come on, KJ. This one's paying out $13,000, so I figured. Oh, did it unfold? I did unfold it. Maybe that's what we gotta do first. There we go. I don't have access to this one. Hold on a second here. Why don't I have access to this land? Let's go over. Oh, it's because the contract is completed. Alright, well, let's go ahead and collect that. Perfect. Turn that off, lift that back up. And we will go ahead and... Ooh, let's get turned back around here the right way. We'll take this back up to the farm, and then we'll come back down for our other little John Deere. Just to save some time so we're not driving along the road. I'm going to cut through here. And then we have a little bit of work that we have to do around our farm. I'm trying to get a couple of these videos recorded because next week I will not be here. I am out of town for work again for the week. So I want to make sure that I can get a bunch of these things recorded and ready to go. I gotta record about 3 videos on here because I'm not going to be able to do any recordings next week. Not exactly sure if I'll get everything recorded for the what would this is episode 4 when this comes out, so 5 will be pre-recorded a week in advance, and then maybe episodes 6 and 7 might be pre-recorded as well. So I'm going to have to look into seeing exactly how I want to do that. I've also still got to get a power washer. But as you can see, we are up in the money. We are sitting at about $103,000, so that is pretty good. Let me go ahead and get all this stuff unhooked, and then I will catch you guys back here at the farm. Alright, we are back down at the farm. We got the old John Deere. And what I have to do today is I've got to get some fertilizer spread on our grass field. So I got to pull up in here. Let's lift that up. I'll hit that barrel. I should be able, without hitting anything, be able to back into here. It should be good there. Climb over this. There we go. PTO up. Back over. Alright, now let's pull this out of here. Perfect. Nice and slow. So one of the other things that I am looking at possibly getting, excuse me, is I'm thinking about getting getting some chickens brought in on here. I think that would be something cool to add in. Help with the income as well. The other thing I have been pondering is maybe getting some horses and building a horse stable on here somewhere. Let's get that going. So that's the other thing that is a possibility. I want you guys to Let me know down in the comments what you guys think, what you guys would prefer. Do you think we should do chickens over the horses, or do you think we should do horses over the chickens? Now, obviously, I won't do anything until I get back from my business trip, and then we'll look at adding them in once you guys leave the comments and everything on what you think we should do. Oh, it looks like I got some weeds growing in here too. But I'm looking at, if I do chickens, I think I'm going to build them off the back of our main shed there, and then kind of connect it in somehow with that. I also want to dress the farm up a little bit, add some fencing and some decorations and stuff like that as well, is what I'm looking at. And I'm thinking that might be what episode 5 is. Maybe just doing like a massive time lapse of just doing some decorations around the farm and stuff like that. And then I am looking at possibly purchasing field 40, which was 89,000. I think it was 89,500 is what that one was for. So, and that's that field right there, just off to the side. But I want to see what we have. If we do the horses, that's going to be 50,000 for the pen, and then whatever the landscaping around is, and then the chickens, I believe, are 10,000, 10 or 15,000 for the chicken coop, and then again with whatever landscaping we have to add in as well. So I'm trying to think of the different things that I'll be able to do. Really just to stretch this video out to get it to about a half hour. You can see we are on the 5th day of mid-spring, so I haven't been actually doing every single day is an episode, just because there just has not been enough work on the farms to do. And I don't want, like I said before, I think it was the last episode, I don't want to do a bunch of contracts and just make hundreds of thousands of dollars that way and being able to build our farm up. I'm running the idea of possibly lowering the length of seasons. I have it set on 9-day seasons right now, which is what I typically play on. But with it having, how do I want to say it? With it being such a small farm and not having all the equipment to do everything or to do all kinds of different stuff, there really is no point. I mean, we only own this one field, so maybe if I drop it down to 6-day seasons or possibly 3-day seasons, up until we get the farm to a point where we have to add the time or add the extra days in because we now don't have enough time to do all the work, is something that I've been contemplating as well. So we'll have to see. Again, we'll do, let me know what you guys think. Do you think we should drop the amount of time for each year down to 3 or 6-day seasons until the farm picks up a little bit? I'd be curious to see. So I'm going to finish this off, and then I will see you guys once I am done. Once I'm done with this. Alrighty, this is the last strip of our grass field here. Right there. Get that turned off. Get this folded up. Perfect. Alright, let's just go ahead. We'll pull this over here for now. I'm not worried about putting anything away. It's definitely a lot easier to pull this stuff out than it is to to get it put back in there. It's a pretty big pain to pull it back in. So what I'm thinking is, with the chicken coop, I was thinking about either building it off of this side here, off of this back corner, with the actual caged in area here, or building it off back here with the cage off of here if I do the chickens. The horses, I'm thinking they're going to be more maybe back in that corner back there. I'm just trying to think of how the farm itself would be spread out. And then maybe run a road up between here that would go back to the horses is what I'm thinking would be the best option. I've not cleared out any of this stuff yet. I haven't messed around with it. Haven't really wanted to install Giants Editor again to do that, so we'll have to see how that comes. But other than that, I mean, so far, like I said, there's a lot of downtime on this farm because all we have is the one field. So maybe buying another field, and I mean, with it being connected, field 40 would be the best field. It is planted as well. What do they have planted in field 40? They have, that would be canola. So there is canola, which doesn't, see, the only problem with that is it's going to force me to, buy a harvester, and I'm not ready to do that yet. I mean, we have the 103 in the bank. I have my eye on a pretty old harvester, but I want to take it out and I want to test it before I install it, just because I'm not quite sure how well it would work. So we'll have to see about that. And I have to see what the price is too. I'm not sure how much it was. Let's see. What do we? Is there a small contract we could pick up? Transporting, fertilizing. I'm wondering if there's any grass. I'm going to have to talk to TNT Modding and see if there's any grass baling contracts on here. And go from there. I'd really like to pick up a contract for baling. Let's see. Let's head down to the store. They have some transport jobs. We had that issue with our trailer, the last trailer we bought, that it wouldn't hook up to the John Deere. So I think I'm going to get a trailer so we're utilizing the truck a little bit more. So let me run down there, and then I will bring you in as we are starting to figure out the configurations for our new trailer. Alright, so here we are. I am looking at getting the logistics versatile transport trailer with the gooseneck. I'm going to leave all that the same. I don't need any of that stuff on there. The axle's fine. The wheel brand's fine. Flat deck. I'm not planning on hauling anything on here, so we'll leave that for now. Gooseneck, yes. Mud flaps. Yeah, why not? We're going to do the 20-foot. What's the extras? Side rails. Log poles. Extensions. Standard. We'll go with the side rails. And that's going to cost us $11,700. So let's go ahead and buy that. Perfect. Alright, so there is our new trailer. That way we'll be able to put our seed pallets, anything we get down here, we'll be able to put on here. And then once we start baling and getting all of our silage bales and stuff, we will have a trailer to put them on as well. Now, I can't hook them up to the... I can't hook this up to the... back in there. To the tractor as of right now, but that won't be that big of an issue. This truck would be able to pretty much get and pull anywhere. And if we have to, we can later on look for a we can look for something that the trailer, a trailer for the tractor or something like that, depending on as we grow and stuff like that. So not too concerned about it right now. For our little operation, this is going to make the most sense. The other thing it'll also allow us to do is to pick up some transport jobs now. So that's something else we can look at doing and making a little bit more money. Transport jobs typically don't pay out, so we'll have to play that one by ear. $1,000 here and there isn't going to hurt anything. So let's get this back to the farm, and then, I don't know, I guess we'll figure out what we're going to do. It's only about 11 o'clock, so let's get back there and let's see what we can get ourselves into. Alright, I'll tell you what, I have not been having any luck when it comes to getting a trailer on this map. So the last one wouldn't hook up with the with our little John Deere over there, and this trailer will not stop dancing. This is what it's done. The only time it seems that it won't do this is when I'm on the blacktop. Anywhere here on the farm, all it does is bounce around. So I'm not exactly sure. I don't know. I don't want to say that we have to get rid of this trailer, but I don't know what to do with it. I'm not sure. See, it doesn't matter where I have it, but it seems to just do nothing but dance around. I'm wondering, see, as I start to get on more solid ground, like the shed here, it doesn't really do that, but as I take it into the fields and stuff, like that's going to be a problem. Like it won't do it on the solid ground. Now I don't know if it's maybe because the ground's not perfectly even, if that's why it's bouncing around like that. Go ahead and shut this off. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, if I'm going to keep this or just try to find something else. We'll have to see, because if that's the case, if it has to be parked in somewhere like that, but even when we start doing some baling jobs, like it bounces around down here on the dirt road and everything. So if that's going to be the case, it's going to be kind of hard to get our silage bales and everything on there. Oh, decisions. I don't know. I'll have to have a think about that and then see exactly what I want to do with that. Let's see. So what I'm thinking in the next episode, like I said, I was thinking about doing, since I'm not going to be able to get your guys' feedback on whether we should do the chickens or the horses for the next episode, I think the next episode will be just doing some decoration around the farm, bringing in some fences, some trees, liven it up a little bit. I want to put a sign out front here and maybe some walls or something like that to kind of close off our farm area. Maybe run a fence along the side here of the house to separate that as well. I think that's all going to get done. That's interesting. We got a gas meter, but we don't have a gas tank or a propane tank or anything out here. We have our AC unit. That. Our electrical box. Yeah, there's no propane tank. Little mailbox. So yeah, I think I'm going to do some decoration, dress it up a little bit. And that will be our next episode. Now, I know this one is going to be a little bit shorter. And by the time we come back for our next actual episode, we're probably going to be in summertime by that point, maybe late spring, early late spring, but more or less probably going to be summertime. Like I said, I know this one's shorter than the 30-minute average that I've been doing with these episodes, but there's just not a whole lot of stuff going on the farm. And I've got to get a number of videos for the Struggling Farmer and KJ Wiggum's Trucking done this week. So, yeah, this one's going to be a little bit shorter, guys. I apologize. Nathan, I apologize. I promise I will make it up to you. So, I guess with that, like I said, leave a comment down below. Let me know. Should we do horses? We do have the money for a horse stable. Or should we go and do chickens first? And then, he said, I'm going to get in touch with TNT Modding. And I'm going to ask him a few questions about some stuff as well. So, that's really weird that that trailer just keeps jumping around like that. All right. But until next time, thank you guys so much for joining. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Jump over to our Discord, Wiggum's Gaming, and check us out over there. We enjoy talking to you guys all over there as well. I believe yet again that I have updated the link to where it is working properly in the About page on this on my channel. But until next time, thank you guys so much for joining me. And as always,